Youth Leader Aishwarya. Title of her speech: Facing Our Fears. Facing Our Fears, Youth Leader Aishwarya.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Courage is simply our willingness to be afraid, but act anyway, said Dr. Robert Anthony. Youth Leader of the Day, beloved Toastmasters, dear parents, fellow youth leaders, a warm good afternoon to all of you. Dear youth leaders, how many of you think that we all are born brave? How many of you think that we discover our courage in us when we face challenging situations? Thank you. Allow me to share my answer with you. Like many of you here, I have such a loving parents who literally dot on me. They are my source of encouragement, energy and enthusiasm. Since my childhood, they carried me in their palm. Can you imagine? I had to stay away from them for 3 years for my schooling at my hometown in India when my dad shifted to Saudi. But I was lucky to have somebody more doting on me, my grandparents. I was their little princess at home. They were so happy to have me with them. My grandpa, aged 68, and used to drive me every day for my tuition classes. The route to my tuition was a typical Kerala road, twists and turns with green mountainous terrain. I used to enjoy the ride, holding my grandpa, feeling the gentle breeze and occasional drizzles on my face. My grandpa never ever exceeded a speed of more than 20 kilometers. One day, I felt a little sick and was getting late for my tuition class. When we finally left, my grandpa was driving at a speed of 55 kilometers to overcome the delay. As they say, when something was wrong, everything was wrong. 2 dogs were fighting each other on the side of the road uncontrollably, and suddenly one of them jumped in front of our scooter while we were at a speed of 60 kilometers. My grandpa lost control. We hit the dog very badly and fall down with several injuries. I just can't recollect what followed, except a flying feeling. I was thrown 30 feet away from the spot and felt severe injuries through my limbs. There was no one available on the road. No one. I was crying in pain, and my fear of seeing such a huge amount of blood on my hand for the first time. I just wished my loving grandpa would just lift me up and console me and take care of everything. But he was nowhere around. I realized that I should look for him. When I did, I witnessed the worst part of my life. My loving grandpa was lying in a pool of blood with head injuries and multiple injuries throughout his body. My mind was completely blank. I don't know what to do at this moment. I was shocked when I saw my grandpa in this stage. My injuries was very less as compared to him. The once beautiful looking road felt like an empty desert before my eyes. When I realized that if anyone should have respond, react and take care of everything, it should be me itself. Else it may cost my loving grandpa. It's just I couldn't give up. I took my grandpa from the position and made him sit on a rope by the side of the road. I took my water bottle and cleaned my grandpa's injuries and made him take a few sips of water with a great difficulty. We both were trembling. Then I saw a huge amount of blood flowing from his hand, flowing from his head. I took my shawl and tied a bandage to stop the flowing of blood. I immediately took my grandpa's mobile and called my uncle with a screaming voice. Uncle, please come immediately. We met with an accident. Please come immediately. By lucky, Some passes in to help us. Before my uncle came and took us to hospital, and the doctor said a precious few lines which felt me a great relief. The doctor said, for the timely bandage, we had saved our loving grandpa, else we were not able to save him. I still thank God for two things that saved my loving grandpa. First, there was no vehicle behind us when we were thrown away. Second, something had gathered me all my courage to act in this difficult situation, though I was sobbing all along. Dear youth leaders, I still wish this terrible incident never happened in my life again. But this incident had changed me so much, my outlook about my life. We all love being helped and pampered as we grow up. But at some point of our life, we need to gather ourselves, our inner courage. Courage doesn't mean we don't get afraid, but courage means we don't let our fear to stop us from acting. Courage is not bravery and heroism. It is the ability to think and act while we are facing challenging situations. We may be scared, but we just need to act. Fear is good as long as we act on that fear to overcome its effect. That is courage. Are we ready to gather our courage, the Sedulous youth leaders?
Yes.
Over to you.